folks, and welcome to another helping of Mr H's Hot Pot. You join myself and little Toby out for another ramble, and we've come today to Eckersley Mill, which is just off Swan Meadow Road in Poolstock. And we've come to have a look at the very first bricks that Mr H ever laid, the first time he fired his trowel in anger. And it was way back in 1991, and I was working on these units here, which at the time were owned or rented by Dave Whelan. Those of you out there who's not from Wigan won't know, probably don't know, that he's a local tycoon. More famously, he owned Wigan Football Club, and he took them to the Premiership and won the FA Cup in 2013. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to go back to 1991 and talk about the time Mr H laid some bricks here. Now, 1991 was a very, very cold, freezing winter. In fact, it was that cold, hot potters, that the mortar was sticking to my trowel, so I was up against it the first time I laid some bricks in anger, so to speak. So we're going to make our way down to one of these doorways here, which was made from two windows being knocked through and then an RSJ, a rolled steel joist, being placed across the opening to support the weight. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of Mr H's brickwork from 1991, shall we? And here it is, that's the entranceway that I helped to build in 1991. That area there, which is underneath this tower, which was the icon of this mill when it was first opened, all that was full of ice, as there had been water just pouring down that wall. In fact, there was water coming out from the spouts because the drain parts were missing, and there was ice all the way down that wall. A very strange sight, but a very beautiful one as well. Now, this unit here was originally owned by Coulthard's Engineering. He got moved out and sent further off into the complex, and this became part of Pools's Pies, as did that entrance. I worked on that one as well. Now, all them units inside was turned into like a bakery for Pools's Pies, which were owned by Dave Whelan at the time. He later sold that, and then it became, I think it was Galloway's. Galloway's took it over. But yeah, young Mr H, he worked in there, slaving away on a cement mixer. And the brickwork is there in front of you, just on the edge of that doorway. We're going to take a closer look at it now. As I said, it was that freezing back in 1991, the mortar was sticking to my trowel. I had to have the mortar board just inside there with the little paraffin heater near it to keep it going and keep it supple. Right, we'll take a closer look at that brickwork and we'll see just how it's fared over the 20 odd years or 30 years since I laid them. And there it is, hot potters. Da 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 da. I squared all that off. As I said, I had my mortarboard just inside, and I'd bring it out, the mortar, and literally as soon as you was pouring it on, it was freezing. It was that bad. I think it was taking the mick out of me slightly, the jokers I was working for way back then, but it's furred up nicely, and it's a good job. Especially this little bit here, this bit of haunching that I did. Looks like somebody's hit the corner though over the years and broke it. Probably a van got a bit too close to it. But to say that was built in freezing conditions, and it was my first attempt, and the bricks are all kinds of shapes, you know, the clayed fired. I think I did a pretty good job, hot potters. Don't know about you. Not bad at all. Right then, I'm going to whip the camera around, wrap this video up, and me and Toby will get off, because this is one hell of a depressing place. Okay folks, well that'll just about do it for today. Hope you enjoyed this quick little video and a look back at some of Mr H's bricklaying from 1991 in his short bricklaying career. Me and little Toby are going to get off, but before we do, we'll leave you with a little fun fact. That this mill, Eckersley's Mill here in Wigan, was used as a filming location for the TV show Peaky Blinders in one or two of the episodes. Right then, me and little Toby are out of here. We're going to get off and get ourselves a brew. So, until the next time, from myself and from little Toby, it is bye-bye for now.